She's got it, okay. I know there's multiple choices.
It was the stream, Becky. Ms. Quinn, it was the stream button, right?
Park board meeting,
correct?
Sorry?
It turned blue.
It did.
Okay.
we're good. Park board meeting without public order as our secretary. Okay. The first order of business is to approve the minutes from March 12th. There is a correction that does need to be made to the minutes. We only got 15% discount at the Candy and Ollie's, not 50%. So is there a motion to,
Yeah, I can make a motion to approve the minutes, the amended minutes for the percentage off from Ollie's.
is there a
I'll
second?
second it.
It's a little hard to hear on the.
Yes, and I know sometimes I don't, the enunciation used to
I
be.
went for 50.
Yeah, no, it was 15, so. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Moving.
You made a motion and somebody seconded.
I seconded, yes.
Okay, yes, I.
Danielle, Sarah. Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, moving through old business, some of these things are going to start moving. Our hot coal bin and plaque and our country
An
pad.
email, or I texted him again, asking him, because the quote that he originally sent me is in our old email, like it's that long ago, and I keep asking him, he said it's not an email, so.
We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, on the memorial trees, I have about I have 3 nursery quotes, and I've researched with the Arbor Foundation. So they're all, if you go to a nursery, they're all around 200 to 300 for, a tree that you think you want to plant, okay? If you go through the Arbor Foundation, it's like $25, but it literally is like a little stick, okay? So I'm going to present it to council and say, what do you want? Because it's not only what do you want to honor these 2 former council members, but then who's going to be responsible? Because the first 2 years of planting a tree are very critical for maintenance.
Right.
So and especially if you get that little one, it's going to take even more care than something larger. So that's where I feel that it needs to go next, is to the council.
So at the last meeting, did the council say if they were going to pay for it?
They have no budget.
Okay.
It will become out of our
Yeah,
budget.
It'll be our budget.
Okay, I thought, have we not already approached the council about this to get their opinion?
I brought it up when I did a council report last month, and that's when they said, well, did you check the Arbor Foundation? And so then I had added
Oh,
the Arbor
okay.
Foundation, and I got the 3rd nursery
Okay.
price, and they're all running around the same, so it's just kind of
Okay,
which nursery do you want to deal with? So it's not only purchasing the tree, it would be getting the tree, planting the tree, and then the maintenance of the tree.
Okay.
So
so you're basically going to go back to them now with more information
Yes,
if they ask
yes.
for it? Okay.
and I want them to tell us what they want to do. Okay. I have followed up with the arborist. He has come with his little drone, and a couple times, and I'm still waiting for him to give us the report of numbering the trees and what needs to be done with each tree. I'm really hoping that we get it before cleanup day, because some of it maybe we might be able to do ourselves. Jeff wants to come with a chainsaw, well, he does. I don't know, I'm hoping I'm just gonna keep pushing for that, so. Painting equipment, I'm gonna turn it over to Sarah.
Okay, so I have 1 quote. I'm waiting on more. The first quote was $4,000. But the other 2 guys they want to know more about the paint.
Yeah.
And so I need to know who is getting the paint, and every painter I talked to recommended Sherwin-Williams. They make a paint called DTM. It's direct to metal, and it's supposed to be the best.
Is that where we're getting our paint from?
I can't remember what Haley, I was hoping that State Farm would be here, because her husband's company is donating the paint.
Yeah.
So, but then, a lot of the questions I think you got asked about the primer and.
Yeah, they
all
want
that
to know
kind
if
of
it
stuff.
has to be, I mean, they all agreed that it needs to be sanded
Okay,
and primed.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
But
to me.
I can't answer their questions until I know,
okay,
are the people going to donate primer and paint
Okay.
or no?
okay. We'll get you
So-
hooked up with Haley.
Yeah, so the one quote already came in, and then another guy said he would have one to me by tonight, but he hasn't. And I have two more who I did meet at the park. They did come to the park and look, and they're the two that just want to know more about the paint. So-
And I think Sarah raised the question, and I think we had talked about it previously. If it's two colors on the equipment now, we want basically the same as it is now. Is that the correct
Yeah.
understanding?
That's what I recall we talked about, like just,
Refreshing.
Replicate.
yeah, just keeping it the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I told them that too.
Okay.
So-
I just wanted to make sure that nothing had changed in
Okay.
our.
So do I need to call Haley then?
I would touch base with Haley.
Okay,
Do you have her contact?
I don't.
We'll get it.
Okay. I did email you this
Okay,
evening,
okay,
some contacts.
Okay.
So, and I think hers is in there.
okay, all right,
But if not, let me know.
okay.
Okay, ADA material, Sarah, I don't know.
So again, I have phone calls out. The company, the Fisher's Mulch, I spoke to somebody there and they were gonna do they wanted to do an image search. So I think she said she was gonna use like Google Earth or something, and then they could get back with a proper quote.
Okay.
But it's just getting people to call me back. So I'm working on it. I think the reason I had so much luck with the painters
Uh-huh.
was I did a Yelp,
Mhm.
where you just get on Yelp and put in what you need, and now I'm getting like smothered with emails. So I'm gonna do that for the mulch too, I think, just because there were quick results
Yeah.
with
You
that.
would
So,
mention that last year, that.
Yeah, that's probably the painter for the
yeah.
thing.
Okay.
So I'll do that. If I don't hear back from the lady at Fisher's Mulch again, I'll do that.
Okay, want to have some conversation about, we've had some, I feel like we need to be a little, more focused on our partnering on our Fall Festival Day with Southport, United Methodist Church, and what approach we want to take. I think we've kicked around, we want it to be a community day. It's the city of Southport, trying to get other businesses to participate, even if it's just right outside their business and stuff like that, so.
I did talk to Dairy Queen, but they just offered you know how they do that card, like buy 5, get 1 free or whatever it is. He just offered that up, but I mean, it's still something.
Yeah. So, I just feel, I think we need to give United Methodist some response on how we want to work with them.
Weren't they here last month?
They were here last month, yes.
I was watching the meeting and it looks like this was brought up last month and everyone kind of down the line agreed that we wanted to have just like a community
Okay.
event.
Okay.
And so I guess I thought that was
Okay.
decided already.
Okay, well, I just wanted to be sure. Okay. So, okay,
Yeah, I have not changed my mind on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think,
okay. So we will proceed in that, Mitch. The new bench placement and plaque will defer, Joe's kids will get that in April. Easter Bunny in the park on April 4th, we had sunshine. and kids.
Yeah.
So,
That's great.
my list of thank yous in no particular order are the Southport Police and our cadets, the mayor, Chick-fil-A who gave us donated food, State Farm, which also brought in Texas Roadhouse, Southport Heights, the Haley specifically, not only with the juice boxes, but also their help in cleaning up and tearing down at the end.
Yeah, they were a huge help with
They
that.
were very good help, very big help. The Doties for getting
Yes.
the food
And the coffee.
and the coffee. And I specifically thank the board for all their work and all their help. Hunger Inc., I think they were pleased with,
Good.
just not only just getting their word out, and then they did get donations. I was hoping that I would have a report from them with how many pounds we got, but I haven't seen anything. And of course, Joe's kids, because they stuffed all the eggs.
Yeah.
So, is there any other thank yous that we need to shout out to?
Ollie's for candy discount.
Ollie's, yes.
And my sister-in-law,
Yeah, absolutely.
who I invited to enjoy, and she's came to work.
Thank you for having her, because she was
I
much
think
appreciated.
we should also include Becky Quinn on that list for all of her.
Advertising.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you, Becky.
so,
And somehow Menards got it. Was that you, Menards?
Actually, Tom Quinn on the email states.
yeah,
I was so surprised by that.
yeah, I don't know if you,
Yeah, what email was that?
Menards like sent out like
Menards
a
weekly
flyer,
email
like
that goes out.
And our event was on there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really pretty cool, yeah. And of course, Mr. Bunny. So, some of my lessons learned were, getting the food there earlier,
Yeah.
having more designated areas for the eggs, for the little ones and older ones, actually getting the eggs out earlier, and I didn't think it was gonna take as long as it did. And advertising, just to make sure that the community really knew about the event, So those were my takeaways, so I'm certainly open to other improvements.
Yeah, I think we need to get more eggs. Because
We're-
our
yes.
egg stash is dwindled, so I
Yes.
think we need to have more eggs for
I
next
stopped
year.
at my Easter,
Yeah,
think, wiped out.
Yeah.
There was not an Easter item in the store, because I was gonna buy whatever they had.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Oh, the coffee. We do have a solution.
Yeah.
Perry Seniors said, oh, we should have told you, you could have used our 32-cup coffee maker.
Yeah.
So they have offered that to us now.
Yeah, so next year we just need to get some ground coffee
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that would be good.
Yeah. Trying to remember, Danielle made notes.
Yeah, I did. I'm looking at them right now to see what. Well, now we've learned how the money gets to the police car, so we won't make that mistake
Yes,
again.
Well, last time we had the actual hunt, the bunny was there at the start, and the police brought him in, and they kicked off the hunt together.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, I don't know if it's just because it was a hot day or what, but the bunny wasn't dressed until after the hunt. And so that's where it was like, the kids were all kind of there, so if he then walks through the police car, it kind of loses the element of like surprise or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think if we just kind of make sure that everyone's on the same page. with
Yeah.
Going forward. I think we all kind of thought it would be raining.
Yeah.
We did.
Because
For the longest time, we thought.
Our
it was
last
gonna be
several
raining.
events and the forecast looked as such that we
Yeah.
weren't really, it literally started raining as we were like leaving.
Yeah.
So it was perfect timing, but we didn't, I think we were kind of anticipating a backup plan when we actually should have focused more.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think if we had megaphone, I think that would have helped us too.
Yeah.
You know, with kind of directing the kids.
Well, you can get the microphone out.
Yeah.
And they're, yeah.
I have a little microphone, but
Yeah.
yes, if we get our microphone set up.
And I had two other notes here that are, we had talked about wanting to find out exactly where our action plan goes.
Yes.
Like who
Correct.
gets it, and then also if we need to contact the Board of Health because we have the food. And then another note that's not necessarily related to the egg hunt, but just timely, is that the beehives are back in the shed. So
Thank you
we
for
need
that
to,
reminder.
address
Okay,
those.
okay. Anything else?
No,
Thank you. Okay, on spring cleanup day, I have ordered the dumpsters. The dumpster will be here.
Perfect, same size as last
Same
year?
size as last
Okay.
year, yep. So is there anything we really need to, worry about? I know, your church, I think, had indicated they would help. Or am I,
My church?
yeah, I thought you had mentioned, okay. I think Southport United Methodist had indicated.
Mhm.
So we'll just have to, you know, see what we
I'm wondering if we need to plan for or budget for like any mulch for like the rose bush area.
Well, and hold that thought on rose bushes, okay? Because it's an item.
Okay, or really in
Yeah.
another area, like the little flower
Mhm.
area that's behind the community center by the pergola maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
well, and really just supplies. Every year I bring every single tool that I own,
Yeah,
and I go buy gloves, and I buy like cleaning wipes and things like that. So if we want to actually purchase some items that we can keep using,
Yeah.
so that I don't have to do that every year.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, please, no.
yeah, the park does have some tools,
Mhm.
but,
Well, and I want, you know, because I want to really rake the fence line. That's really bothering me. You know, I want to attack that.
You can do it anytime.
Yeah, I know I can.
well, and Joe said that he can have his kids
Yeah.
go over to the park before the cleanup day
Right.
too,
Yeah.
and get a head start on things.
Yeah. So maybe I'll try and meet the kids that day. Yeah, so, and I think Jeff's gonna provide pizza. So we just need to kind of get a better handle on what groups are gonna participate.
Did we have the kids from last year that were there?
The cadets?
No.
No.
Oh, the Key Club?
Mhm.
Oh. Okay. 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 Anything else we need for cleanup day?
Well, do we have, this might be a question for Becky, is on the website, is there like a volunteer sign up? No?
We can do that. but-
Okay. I wonder if we should do that.
That sounds good.
So then we know.
Well, and it also lets people know that they can come help.
Yeah.
Okay. 4th of July Parade Festival, I know we just want to keep communicating it out. I've got a couple groups that I'm gonna give applications to. I think we heard, correct me if I'm wrong, the Southport cheerleaders. I think Haley said she got,
I think that's what she
yeah,
said.
I think she got the cheerleaders.
Mhm.
And they're still waiting to get,
Trying to get banned, right?
trying to get banned
Yeah.
and some sports.
Does anybody know where they're at with the communications?
No, I wish
Like what
I
they've-
knew, like,
Yeah.
who's already signed up, who needs to be contacted, where we are with communication, what we need to do.
Are those being directed to you, Becky? The
Haley and I are
signups for the parade?
Haley and I are working on that.
Okay.
And I'll get an update from her and pass it on to you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And I'll remind the council members that they need to actually submit an application. Okay. Be aware that we do have money, so if we decide on the painting and the mulch, you know, we've got funds to use for that, so.
I wanted to talk about, for the parade, doing the street banner.
Okay.
Well, we're on the parade, aren't we? Then yes. So I know in the past we've purchased, and I don't think I think it's been a while since we've purchased the cross the street banner. The last quote that I have was like $900 from one. If we order it just online from like a banner company, we can get it like significantly less. We just have to do like, you know, the design of it. I think we can also just like hire design people to do this design for like $10. What I was looking at, it would be about like $250. So I think we should do that, because then because we have one for the fall festival, which we can continue to like patch up and do updates, but we don't have anything for the parade we do it every year. I think it's worthwhile. And then I also think that we should order more of the banners that go on Southport and Derbyshire, that go in that little thing that you guys referred us to. We have one now for a movie in the park and music in the park, and it just says like this Saturday, that way we don't have to update it, we just put it out a week in advance. Those are, last time I bought them, they were about $60 each. I just looked today and I can get it for $70. I think I wanted to do the same one, but just get like, have it come with the zip ties and have it come with like a seal and everything. Just make it, it's just a little bit better. And it's about $70. I think we could benefit from having one for Easter egg hunt this Saturday, 10 a.m. If we do it every Saturday before Easter at the same time, we may as well have one. I think we could do one park cleanup day this Saturday. You know, like I think we could make a few more generic signs just to have on hand. Because I mean, we can do the street signs, we can do, you know, whatever, but I think the more the better. And that's just one we can keep on hand that's generic, it's not date specific.
Right. No, and I know that's been a real, you know, topic that you want to bring up, that we really get our advertising, because it's gonna not only just for the event, but just it lets people driving through South, you know, oh, Southport has actually doing stuff.
Well, and I think that the more we can do it kind of near the park, like Southport and Derbyshire, the better, just because it kind of like helps them know where it is. Right now, like I appreciate our use of like that we're able to use the spots that we do, but I just think that there's better locations that's like more visible, closer to the park. But I think that's certainly one that we should use, that we have access to.
I would agree with that.
So if anyone, if you guys want to like vote on it, I can make them and order them for, if we want to like discuss the price, and then I can just order them and discuss which ones we want to order.
Well, I was going to actually put a motion forward to see about ordering the banners and stuff like that, so.
Yeah. So let's recap the events. So like a general one for the Easter egg hunt, right? General one.
Which obviously that's not like time sensitive, so we can do that whenever. But,
Right.
But the more you order, you get a discount too. So.
Yeah. So if you can do like a bulk order, then that would make sense. You want to do another one for the parade? Like in addition to the cross the street banner, do you want to do one there too for the parade, or is
I mean,
that?
I don't hate it. I don't hate the idea of that.
Okay.
Cleanup?
Cleanup day.
Cleanup.
Because then it gets people go, oh, yeah, there's a park, oh, yeah, it needs to be taken care of, so.
Yeah.
And then fall festival, definitely.
It's for.
The movie night.
Well, we've got
We have movie and music already.
Okay, we've got movie and music, so.
Santa.
Do we want to do a Christmas one?
Oh, yeah.
Christmas, that's 5.
We just need to make sure that one, we have like the time, because that one, the time is like a little tricky, so
Yeah.
just make sure that.
Yeah,
Well, and I think that way we're gonna get like a look, and they're all gonna be consistent.
Yeah,
And so people will get used to seeing it,
agreed.
and it gives some polish to advertise.
for the Christmas one, maybe we could just on that general sign, just say like, following Santa through the city, like, you know what I mean? I don't know,
Yeah,
instead of like a time,
yeah, okay.
that's a thought. Because it's always, like, Santa through the city ends at the
I'll
park.
send some examples and we can
Yeah.
talk about the actual design. I just wanted to know if I was okay to move forward.
Oh, yeah, I agree. So we up to 5?
Oh, yeah, I guess we could check the list here. Yeah, because the ones that, like, the flag retirement, is that always on the same day?
Yeah, it's on Flag Day.
Yeah, it's on Flag Day.
14th of June.
Not the particular day, but on the 12th.
It's on the same.
Yeah,
14th.
every, 14th, I'm sorry.
I know, I was like,
My day is the
yeah, it's the same date, so that's one that we
Same,
do
yeah, the
also.
same day.
It just gets tricky when there are ones that like move, but that one, yeah,
Okay.
we could do that.
I mean, I'm all for it. I think those signs are really, like a nice addition to,
Yeah.
Can I share some
Yes.
information that might be pertinent to this?
yeah,
Okay, so the redevelopment commission is working on banners that are going down Southport Road that will go on the light fixtures
oh,
or the utility poles.
yeah,
And we are also working on a design for the billboard that is at Southport and Madison, right there by the Dollar Tree.
okay,
And what we are working on is a coordinated effort for for those to look similar.
Yeah.
okay,
So if you would be interested, we have a meeting on Monday where we are going to be discussing what those designs are going to look like.
okay.
I have some samples of some stuff that we've talked about that I can share with you. Again, realizing that nothing has been voted on.
Yeah,
But what I was thinking is if you're gonna go to the expense of creating banners, you might wanna wait and see what we end up doing.
Yeah.
So that, because what we're trying to do is have a cohesive
Yeah.
look throughout the city.
I love
So
that.
I only have a couple of these. I think this is all I have. But this gives you an idea of what those banners look like.
Okay,
And then these are some of the coordinating billboards. So again, these were all done by AI.
yeah. Do you have quotes? Like, do we know how
So
much
we
these cost?
also have a company that we are working with out of Shelbyville, Indiana called Blue River, and I can get you their information.
Okay,
So the guy from Blue River came out on Tuesday and we walked the streets with him, identifying where on the poles they will go and how big they can be and all of that. But
I was like, oh, that's so pretty. You don't look
This
like
is
that.
just, I've gone to a couple of smaller towns.
yeah, so
And
so
they
these
do,
are just some ideas.
they do military service, you know, have you ever gone to some of those
Yes.
towns where they've done the military service? They put the person, the picture of the person.
Yes, so this
things
was,
like that.
so our thought was we would start with ones that are, you know, say something along the lines of welcome to Southport.
Mhm.
Maybe this is Southport's business district. We are offering, or we're voting on offering that some of the businesses in Southport, so some of these have they have the Southport and then they have an oval. And then that oval could either be images of Southport
Mhm.
or like if EM wanted to donate and have their logo on one, and we would intersperse those.
Yeah.
But we're just trying to,
Well, I love the billboard idea, because that's been like, and then,
Yeah.
yeah, this is great.
But I would
Yeah,
also
too.
think about the military service too.
Yes.
It's so cool. The first time I pulled up to I can't remember, and it was just like down the whole street, and it's just very moving.
Yeah, so these are not replacing the American flags.
Okay.
We are making a coordinated effort with the flag project so that there will still be those flags, but there will be these banners as well.
Yeah.
Banners will be down Southport Road and on Madison Avenue.
Okay.
Our vision is when you're in Southport, you realize that you're someplace different.
Yeah,
We're kind of distinguishing ourselves from the surrounding
yeah.
area and trying to have that cohesive look. So I just thought this might be important for you to know if you're gonna order.
Yeah, are you saying, like, are you bringing this up because for the thought of like us advertising our events with those?
No,
Like, having
no,
banners,
just
like,
Theme or color
to get
style.
theme or style or branding so that we have a more cohesive
okay,
look. I mean, no obligation to do that,
okay,
but just letting you know that this is what we are working on.
okay.
Because,
Yeah, even if it just said Southport and everybody's Southport looked the same.
Well, we
right,
have a
Like if it
logo,
were-
is that logo still our logo?
it is still the
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah.
It is still the logo. We are choosing not to use that logo on the updated stuff that we are working on.
Okay.
So there's that.
Okay.
So since you're not gonna spend any money yet,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if we really need a motion for you to pursue investigating it. Or do you think,
Well,
or do you think,
I mean, if we're gonna get one for the cleanup day,
right,
we
we're
need
gonna need it, yeah.
to, yeah. order it.
So do we want to make a motion that, based on Kelly's research and price quote, that she go ahead and,
I mean, I can at least do ones for the coming
Mhm.
events. I think we at least need to, yeah, think about,
I think it'd be okay to, at minimum, get the park cleanup one.
yeah.
I have a thought though now, is right now, it's a park cleanup, but I know that we have talked about down the road, hopefully it evolves into like a city cleanup or like a
Yeah.
community cleanup. So I guess we can cross that bridge when we get there, but
Yeah.
what about the banner?
so I'm just trying to make sure that we're covered for you if you go ahead and purchase.
Thank you.
Um,
I mean, it's not gonna be like over.
No, I know.
So I mean, we can, so I can always just get it reimbursed. It's not like
Yeah.
Right, but I want to make sure
so
that
much.
we've brought the motion up and that
Yeah.
we've approved it. So I guess I'm putting a motion forward for Kelly to be able to go ahead and research and purchase at least the initial banner
For the park
for the
cleanup?
park cleanup day.
Yeah.
So is there a
Do we, I think we need to put it down.
dollar amount
Maybe
to
like,
not to exceed $100?
Yeah, I won't, but
Yeah.
that's good, yep.
Okay.
all right, I'll second.
All in favor?
Right.
Thank you. Okay. And that was a topic that I know that we really wanted to cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with having like more like cohesion and like more consistency with the
Yes.
signs and things
Yes.
like that.
I do too.
Okay. I know we probably haven't gotten any further on the whole spreadsheet of local businesses and decision makers, but that's.
I did email Sarah though this
Okay.
evening, like when I was done
Good.
working.
Good.
Some contacts that I had previously put together, it's not
Yeah.
Excellent.
No, but yeah,
great,
that gives
but
me a
it's a start,
Yeah,
so.
that's a start.
Okay. I need to follow up, to see, I don't know what's going on with, kind of getting an assistant for Bob. So, I don't know what's going on with that. So, the gift from the Southside Kiwanis Club, they're giving us a park bench. Has the mayor worked with Joe or anything for design or?
One of the gentlemen at Kiwanis that wants to
had that up as having treatment for cancer.
Okay,
And I think he'll be done in May or June.
okay.
So what we're gonna do is, once he's able to proceed with a meeting, then
Okay.
we'll probably do that with Joe, get all the details, because he's after me for like, does it need to be a certain, made out of certain wood, is it a certain length? I said, just concentrate on getting well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Joe will have all those answers.
Yeah, we can revisit it.
Okay.
Yeah, so when that happens, I'll let you know, shoot me a text or something, but that's kind of on hold till he gets to, because that's Scott's split, I think most of you might be this.
Yeah.
And I will,
No,
Does-
that's fine.
Does he usually volunteer at cleanup day?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to put a face to a name.
I think he did last year.
Have you spoken to Tom Quinn? He was a big help last year.
yes, he was. I will also defer the tree frog, Mr. Wickler, till Joe is here. Because I think he was gonna work on that little project.
Well, and I have phone calls out,
Yeah,
messages out to the Girl Scouts.
okay.
One person called me back and just referred me to another person, so I'm just waiting for that person to call me back.
Okay.
But voicemails haven't left.
National Day of Prayers is mainly just to let you know that other people are talking about it. It would be an event that would be held at the park.
Did we confirm that the date is available and did we have that reserved?
I don't know, I'm trying to think when
Yes, they
National
do.
Day.
Okay.
They have it reserved.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
What was the date? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Is it May 7th?
It's like a
Is that
7?
something?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is it on the calendar?
And they said they were going to be promoting it and getting
Right.
collaboration and
Right.
everything else. They just wanted to use the space, which we
Right.
rent to nonprofits
Yeah.
for free
Right.
anyway, so.
Yeah.
It was more just to confirm that
Yeah.
something's gonna go on at the park.
Okay.
I want to let you know, and I want kudos to go out via Becky, the roses have been adopted by Scott, is it
Eisminger.
Eisminger? And
Okay.
he is nursing them back to health, he's taking
Bless
care of
him.
them. Huh?
I said, bless him.
I know. So the roses have their own nurse, and
Oh,
he's
okay.
taking care of that whole area. And Becky told him, if you go buy something, make sure
Yeah.
tax exempt, we'll reimburse them, things like that. So,
Yeah.
Very nice.
But I wanted to let you know that the roses have a nurse.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
What can we do for him?
Yeah, I know, I just wrote down that,
A thank you letter?
well,
I think
certainly just a start.
Maybe like a little plaque by the roses, how people know this has been adopted by a Girl Scout troop or Scott.
Yeah. Because that's kind of at least I've been kicking around, having more plaques and recognitions of different people. So that's a very good idea. New business. Okay. Financials, I always get these backwards, so. Oh, that's just me, okay. The distribution detail, it's $270 a lot.
Okay,
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the distribution detail for alcohol for $270.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
I,
Okay.
On the APV transaction listing, it's $181.76 for AES Indiana.
I'll make a motion to approve the APB transaction 181.76.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
I,
Okay. So number 2, on new business, there's nothing there because I didn't really have
I
anything.
have new business.
Okay.
Movie in the park, I got quotes for some movies. And we last year discussed doing We discussed doing multiple movies in the park, so they did give us an option to do more than one. I don't think we really have the space in our calendar for it, but we did consider maybe doing some kind of like Halloween theme, since we're not doing the Halloween event. So if we want to do that, they'll give us a discount on 2 movies, but for now, the movies, I got a couple of quotes. And I certainly will take input from everyone, because I haven't seen any of these movies, I don't think. So they said that their most common ones right now are Zootopia 2, Wicked for Good. Those are all $430. I asked about a couple of older titles that were on their list. I asked about The Parent Trap, which is $390. Space Jam is $390, which might be my choice. But those are that's just the starting point. I just wanted to get some prices for us tonight. But we can go back through the titles, or if anyone has a suggestion. But they did say if we do more than one, they're $330 each. So there's a little discount there.
My only comment from last year was from Gary and the church that helped us so much with 4th of July, to make sure that they are clean.
Yeah.
And so they would not bring kids last year because of the movie that was chosen.
I've never seen that movie, and I asked, and everyone said it was clean. So.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's
Goonies.
But it's like, I think it was rated PG, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if it was PG, but it was
It was
made
But it was not
before PG-13 was a rating.
Yeah, there was innuendo and a few
Yeah.
cuss words.
So I just, I mean, I never heard any other comments, but I'm just saying, I think we need to make sure we've seen the movie.
Well, and we advertise the titles so they can choose to come or not.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Exactly.
But yeah, I certainly don't think we should put anything like risque, but I think that it's a community of like a lot of different types of people, and it's not just children going. I think we can be mindful about like not doing anything inappropriate, but also being like, it's not always going to be for everyone.
Correct.
They can choose to attend or not. And that's, where if we do in the future do more than one, we can do like a cartoon one, we can do like an adult one or something. Like I know the church did like Princess Diaries in the church parking lot, which is kind of an adult movie, but also appropriate for children. So, there's a broad range of movies available, and we're never going to please everyone, is my opinion.
And we've got awesome equipment.
Yes, so I think we should use it. Does anyone have anything to say about the titles I suggested, or any ones that they want me to ask about pricing? They don't have every movie.
Yeah, how are we gonna advertise it? Is it gonna be
Plus,
family night or adult night?
no, we just say movie in the park, and here's the movie.
I've seen all of those because I have kids.
Yeah.
Wicked is probably not appropriate for really little kids.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, but
My kids love it, but like my 5-year-old will not sit through that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of,
And
it's a
it's
little
very
bit,
long.
to be able to get it to where we can see the movie, it has to be dark, so it has to be late, so it's a late movie, so there are kids, of course, but there will be more adults probably.
Yeah. The
Last year,
Zootopia movies are super cute.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we can even start until like 9.
Yeah.
And so they're getting out late, so I don't think it's necessarily like a kid's night out.
Yeah, that's true.
But we can make it so that people can bring their kids if they choose.
Yeah.
I think if we want to do like a kids, I think most of our events are, for kids. I think we could do like a kids movie thing in the future, and maybe even have that like inside, like we did last time with like sleeping bags and like slumber thing or whatever. Which is what we did last time because of the weather, I guess. But for this, they gave me the ones that are most popular in parks. They have a whole part on their page that's like Parks and Recreation movies.
Do we do anything, do you do popcorn? Or?
Yeah.
State Farm.
We'll do popcorn. We did last time, I wasn't there because I was out of town, but it kind of, I think it went awry because of the weather, but we had planned we had a DJ that would do trivia leading up to the movie and giveaways and things like that.
And he's already
And
confirmed.
we'll do that again. So anyway, those are the movies I got. I'm happy to go back to them with any movies that you want me to ask about pricing on. But those are just the ones. They also mentioned some other ones that I've never in my life heard of. Goat.
That's new.
Hoppers, Super Mario Galaxy, SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants. They said those are the most popular ones right now.
The Mario movies are good. I think adults, well, I mean, you know, if you grew up on Nintendo, you kind of will like that movie. Goat is a new one. I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't.
Basketball. It's like the new Space Jam.
I don't want to see any of these movies. I will see Space Jam.
Yeah.
Or The Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Or something, yeah, I mean, I do think that it's late. I think that adults will be there. So
Yeah,
I don't want it to be so, like,
Childish.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of us trying to do like a Halloween movie though.
Yeah, they have Hocus Pocus. I don't know what else they have, but they do have that.
I was flipping through that magazine
Yeah.
before, and there's like, I think they have Hotel Transylvania, which I think is, I've not seen it, but I
It's
think.
cute.
Well, we can do it a little bit earlier too, because at that point
Because
it's
it'll-
late, yeah,
yeah.
it's darker earlier. So yeah, that could be one that we could do like more kid friendly.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Casper, I think
takes
they
the
have
place
Casper.
of, yeah, Casper was fun. It takes the place of our
The
trunk or treat.
yeah.
So I think that, yeah, we could definitely see if we have a date available and we could do that. But it's already late, so the only other thing I want to mention is on my list. You guys can come back to me with movie ideas, or if you
Yeah.
want me to research quotes, or once we take, I'm sure somebody will have a suggestion. The other thing I wanted to say was I reached out to the Southside Arts Council. In the past, they were super involved in all of our events, and it's been a long time, but I reached out to Dwayne King there, he's still the president. I gave him our list of events, said if there's anything that they wanted to add in any of our events, if there's any way in which they want to partner with us, if they want to have a booth, if they're a nonprofit, they can have a booth for free. I asked if they had anyone that does like in their organization that does like caricature, since we talked about getting
Yeah.
a caricature artist, and I figured I'd ask them first rather
Yeah.
than go find somebody random. So he's gonna get back to me, he's gonna take a look and see what they can do, but they were very involved in the past.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I have.
Any other new business? Well, we are now proud recipient of a $200 gift card from Meyer.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it was a lot of thanks to Becky, because they didn't recognize the city of Southport. So it took a lot of finagling to get.
Because they've donated to us before.
Well, it's not like it used to be.
Okay.
You have to do the QR code, and you have to go national.
Okay.
And then it still came from our local store, but it was a whole nother process. So, you have, why are you doing this, blah, 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 you know.
Is that for anything in particular?
No, so we can use it however we want.
Okay.
What I did, and thanks to your little flyer,
Uh-huh.
because I said we're using it for, maintenance and beautification of the park,
Okay.
and I sent them the list of our events. And, yeah,
Okay, well, thank you, Becky, for your assistance with
yeah.
that, and thank you, Mayor.
We got our $200 gift card. I didn't know what, I thought, well, I don't want to ask for $X,
No, I think 200 is the max that they give.
They said any amount, so.
Oh.
But I just thought, well, I don't want to be, I kind of wanted to see how it worked, because they didn't want to go just $50, but I didn't want to go, so. But, okay,
We'll take it.
yes, we will. Okay.
We could probably buy something for the cleanup day.
Yes, well, that's kind of what I
Yeah.
thought too,
For
so.
sure.
We can make a list and go shopping. So, Ms. Kelly,
No,
other
I'm
comments?
done. This is the only other thing I want to add is I want to remove some of these from the future agendas.
Okay.
Let's work on getting some off of there.
I know.
I just keep getting longer.
It keeps getting longer and longer. So, Ms. Danielle, Ms. Sarah,
No, I'm good.
our public, any comments?
Yes, Mr. Quinn.
Councilman.
You were talking about the banners that go over the
Yes.
street. I would recommend that you get the old one out and
We
look.
We did.
Oh, okay, good. How it's built, how it's stitched with, and the grommets,
Yeah.
and, you know, the ends and how long it is and tall, and, the cutouts in it
Yeah.
for the wind
Yeah.
and all that.
I got it, took pictures, took measurements, using my body. So I don't know where exact, but it was pretty, I know how tall I am, so I just kept laying on it until I got to the end.
Kelly's favorite way.
It's good to see that.
Yeah, because you never really know what you're
I think it's
getting
pretty
when you
exact.
order something online, is what I'm.
Yes,
So,
yeah,
it's.
agreed. It would definitely be a test. I've used that company before and they were good, but it's a lot of money, the place we've gotten it before. I think we can keep using that one and patching it up. I looked back in my notes, or my emails from like 12 years ago or whatever, maybe even more. And our old banner was 30 feet by 4 feet, and this one's more like 24 by 3. And so, but I remember, and I have pictures of it wrapping around the pole last time, so the one that we had years and years ago was too long. So, yeah, I wanted to make sure that we had.
But the last one, that was just about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
And
it's a good one.
it handled the weather well.
Yeah.
The last thing the police need is for them to have to go out and take one down because
Right.
it ripped with the wind, or,
Yeah.
I see that all the time at work, so.
Well, we used to also have it across Derbyshire, so we could, I don't know if that's still a thing. At one point, we had 3. We had one on Derbyshire and 2 on Southport Road.
Yeah.
And that, I know
That's been a
Derbyshire.
while.
Yeah. But I know Derbyshire is even more narrow, of course, so that one would have to be a little bit shorter. But we can. Do this. What is that? What's that?
What was that?
It sounded like Mickey Mouse.
Oh, it was one.
But yes, is there anything, Tom Quinn, did you want to help us with the, setting up do we need help with the, plug in the music or the speaker for something
Yes,
coming
we
up?
would love to
This
see
year?
it. Yeah.
I know we mentioned you earlier with the speaker, but was there something that we wanted to ask him about? Yes, with
No, but we should probably formally ask them to help us with movie night.
the movie night, yes.
All right.
It's August 22nd. Can you help
I'll
us?
have to check my calendar.
Okay.
Mark the calendar.
Don't plan a quick trip out of town.
Thank you. Or, you know, you can
What day of the week is that?
Saturday.
I don't know the.
Or you can
schedule.
teach us.
What's that day again?
You could teach August 22nd. You can also teach somebody in advance, somebody on that side of the room. In advance how to set it up. And how to set it up.
I'll see what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen the cold schedule. In August, sometimes they have them,
Yeah,
and on Saturdays.
yeah, I'm sure.
But what time is the movie, 7 o'clock?
Later.
It's gonna be
Sunset.
later because it's
Sunset.
Yeah.
Probably not.
9 o'clock.
Yeah. That's good? Okay, that's good. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Any other?
Any others?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recently went to a church's Easter event, and the way they did their eggs, this is just an idea, throwing it out there at you guys. They put out empty eggs, and then the kids had to bring the eggs back to them and turn them in, and then when they did, they got a bag of candy. So that way they guaranteed that they got all their eggs back, because Heather and I donated a bunch of eggs the last couple of
In
years.
2024, I think we donated somewhere between 600 and 800 eggs.
Yeah, so,
And
So,
we started with 2,000, because the kids counted them.
okay.
you know,
And we do still have a lot, but some of them are breaking and some of them
Sure.
right,
are
absolutely,
missing.
they do that.
But yes, that's not
just-
bad, yeah.
Like I said, that's just a
Making
thought.
note of that, thank you.
Well, also, this year, some of the chocolate melted.
Well, and then didn't you say at that one, they also had like a certain number of eggs that were gold?
Yes.
And then those, if you found a gold egg, then you got a bonus prize.
And they did them in sections too, so they had it sectioned off that, 1 through 3 were looking for eggs in this section and so on. And they had kids that had to register to come.
Oh, gosh. Pass.
That one I didn't agree with.
That sounds like a lot of
And
work.
some of those ones that we have to register, we don't know.
Yeah, but having the kids bring the eggs back over to someone and then they collected them, so they.
Those kids will be so disappointed.
Yeah.
There was actually,
No, that's-
out of all of the kids that were there was one that was disappointed. He kept picking them up and opening it and said, it's empty.
Oh.
It's empty. And then his mom and dad kept saying, but you go over there and you get a bag of candy. And
Yeah.
he's like, okay. But yeah, out of
But I
all
think
of them, there was a
How big
hundred.
were the bags of candy? Like how much candy
It
were?
was pretty good size.
Well, we could think about doing like a hybrid situation where like, if they turn in their eggs, then for however many they get some kind of something or other.
Yeah, and then like Heather said, they had, like in each section, they had 3 golden eggs and then they got something bigger.
Yeah, even just do something with the golden eggs.
Yeah.
That would be cute. Like
We
have
have
a gift
gold eggs.
card or something.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted, thank you.
Okay, the fall festival.
Yes.
As I've mentioned before, I have lots of ideas on this. So I just kind of wanted to tell you some of those ideas quickly. So kind of what I envisioned was the church would have their event and then vendors would be down Van Dyke Street.
Okay.
Both sides of the street, we'd block off the whole street. Have a car show in the back parking lot of the school. But they've had car shows there before, so I know it works. And maybe it would be front parking lot too, I don't know. And then because you're putting all your vendors on Van Dyke Street, using the park for entertainment. So kind of the theme that I was going with was like a Founder's Day or Pioneer Day. And then having in the park, you would have like somebody set up from the Historical Society and they would talk about like what this area used to look like. And then maybe there's somebody playing like bluegrass music or, banjos, or maybe somebody does a little banjo demonstration. Maybe there's candle making, maybe somebody from a quilt guild is there. And making the park area kind of like, so you're bookending it with free things. So you have a free thing, you've got some stuff where they can buy stuff, and then doing food trucks down Derbyshire, so they can buy food from the food trucks, go into the park, listen to the music, look at the candle making.
Because I think that's the church, everything's gonna be free.
Right.
Whereas with us, the booth rental is our fundraiser.
Right.
So that's kind of the,
Plus, if you did a car show and John Wilson,
Yeah, so John Wilson lives in Crossgate. He's lived there for a long time. He used to do a car show. I think the car show used to be in the
Yeah.
park.
Yeah.
He has been asking for many years to bring back the car show.
yeah.
So I know it's not the location that we were talking about, but I'm just afraid, I'm afraid that if we put the car show in the park, then there's not gonna be enough draw between the two.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, free area in the park, free area at the church, and all kinds of stuff in between. And then I thought about reaching out to the Jacob Building, asking if they would allow us to use their parking lot that day. And then having some kind of tie-in with them. So like maybe they have information out about their, apartments, or maybe they offer tours of their, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I got the flyer from the Southport Antique Mall, and it looks like they're doing their last event like a month before.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah.
But I wonder if we tell them like, hey, we're doing this whole citywide event, they might
If they would do something, yeah.
they might be interested in doing something as well. Or even having them have a booth in the park with antiques, you know, talking about antiques that help draw people back to the antique mall.
Do you have a contact with the Historical Society?
Yes, for the local one, the
Yeah.
Southside Indie, whatever it's called.
I have Southport, because I've heard him speak, and I've actually booked him for another event.
Okay, yeah.
Miss Becky?
They're actually on the website.
Okay.
In our community.
That website just keeps getting.
But I mean, like,
There's everything.
it might even be fun to have somebody from like Southport High School's historic, like they have a history room. You know, a lot of people who grew up in Southport went to Southport High School and might be interested in that as well, so.
Okay.
So
Just
just
to
some,
even add Perry into it, because some people went to Perry and they live in Southport.
that's true.
Those are really good ideas.
Yeah.
But just kind of, you know, here was my thought, when I had been brainstorming this before any of this ever came about, my thought was having an event that is repeatable every year and having it really be a revenue generating, but also like something that the community like thinks about, like, oh, hey, we've got to plan that into, kind of like the Irvington Halloween Festival.
Yeah.
You know, they shut down the whole street and people, you know, to be a vendor in that event, you have to sign up like 2 years in advance.
Well, I think even just the signage and just that kind of start.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, like the first
kind of
year.
lost South, you know, like people, because I always try and say, well, I live in Southport, you know, to get people
Right,
recognizing it, but we need to, we've lost that, before, you know, what, 30 years, 2 years, oh, I live in Southport, oh, you
Yeah,
know.
right.
So we've kind of lost that, you know.
right. Yeah, I mean, when I bought my house, they were like, you can put your address as Southport, Indiana, and I thought, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I
We
get to
had
do
our own
that
post
as well.
office.
Well, we used to have like different colored street signs, which helped. But I do think over the holidays when we have like
Yeah.
Christmas, I think those are the times that it does stand out. So I definitely think if we have like some banners or something,
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
I guess it's.
that's another thing too. I think at that event, I think at any event, like National Night Out, maybe the Parks Board has a booth there that talks about all the events that the Parks Board does throughout the year. Because if you've not been to National Night Out, or if you have been to it, like lots of people come to that event. And that's a good way to get
Sure.
a lot of people.
I know that in the past there has been concern about having vendors or even trucks on the street with chief and just, you know.
I spoke to him about it this
Okay, I was
morning.
gonna say, I would have to.
I ran all of this by him before, because I said, before I go in there and tell them my ideas, I want to make sure that you're not going to shoot me.
Yeah.
He was like,
So
I appreciate that.
he was open to it, that?
he was open
Okay.
to it.
I really like these ideas.
Because
do-
I-
Yeah.
I
So with
think,
that being said, feel free to reach out to Heather or myself, and we will help you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, feel free to reach out to Heather. I know. But seriously, I mean,
Well, yeah.
I think that this could be a really
I do
cool,
too.
repeatable event.
And it
And-
can build every
Yes,
year.
and you know,
Yes.
maybe we get to a point where if you're bringing that many people into the city, then vendors are gonna be fighting to be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, then you can charge $100 a booth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I forgot, I also did reach out to Silly Safari about doing a show at the fall
Okay.
festival. So
Yeah, I do. I do like the idea of utilizing the park space for like activations and different things that's not vendor booths.
I still am on board with like also making that a beer garden
Yeah.
and having a specialized
Park. is.
Seeing if we can get like Chili Water or someplace to do a Southport, Indiana brew.
Yeah,
I think we should just plan like, or have set like some meetings, like committee meetings, and then beg you to come also. But I think we should just have like more of like, set, I know it's early, but it's time.
you're not,
No, you need to start planning now.
Yeah, for sure, we just have a lot.
But yeah, I think you're right. If you were to schedule a specific meeting just to focus on this.
yeah. And then maybe, should we have someone from the church there?
Yeah.
Especially if we're,
Yeah.
like, gonna,
So,
Yeah.
but in the midst of the meeting, this conversation is great, but I think we need to officially end the meeting, and then we can continue.
Yeah, that's fine.
Agreed, but do we have somebody else that wants to talk?
I just have a couple of things. First of all, a big thank you to all of you for making that event fun. There was a lot of people there,
Yeah, there were.
and they had a good time, and I appreciate your comments about we planned for the inclement weather, and oops, it's not gonna happen. But one thing that I was involved with, I got a couple of comments. I welcomed everybody, but I didn't really know any other details.
Yeah.
And a couple of participants kind of scolded me for not talking about the toddlers area, and that's valid.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't really know any details.
yeah, that's
So,
on us.
a suggestion might be,
Thank you for bringing that up.
and that's
Yeah.
okay, would be that I, or whomever you want to be the welcoming person,
Yeah.
and then one of you say, okay, the toddlers area is here, and I think you guys talked about segments, however you do
Age,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And just
And
print
the
out
Easter
an
Bunny will be
itinerary.
here
Yeah.
at 9:59, or whatever you
Yeah.
decide.
Yeah.
Somebody welcome, say generic stuff, and then somebody give details. And if we have a megaphone, that's good.
Yeah,
So I think that would be helpful. I Googled the National Day of Prayer is Thursday, the 7th of May. Are people just gonna gather? Are you guys involved in any way?
no, I think they're just renting the space.
Okay.
I think
Do
it's
we
more just
know-
letting us
I
know.
didn't see a time in there, like 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock?
I don't know,
Okay,
I know
I can go
nothing.
back
I just
and
know
look.
that they're using the park
yeah,
okay.
to.
I think Southport Heights wanted to do it too, didn't they?
yes.
All
I
right,
think it's being driven by Southport Heights.
okay. Well, and I know Southport United. How about you and I talk in the next week or so, and we can get on the phone and talk to those guys and figure out a time. Probably the police would need to know, what if we have a big crowd?
Yeah,
I don't know, just a thought. So I think your event was great, I enjoyed it. The Chick-fil-A was a nice touch, and all the Easter eggs, so thank you.
Yeah, and except for I kept losing my sandwich. I would go get a sandwich and then I'd start working on something and leave it somewhere and I never ate.
okay. Any other
Any other
comments?
comments?